He's a Chicagoan through and through. He grew up in Niles, went to Brother Rice. Now he's a Blackhawks legend, beloved announcer, and cancer survivor. His new book is called Beating the Odds in Hockey and in Life. Welcome back, my friend Eddie Olczyk. Eddie, good to see you, buddy.
What's up, pal? How you doing, Ryan?
Doing well, doing well.
Happy holidays to you and your audience and everybody here. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I mean, your life before you got hit with cancer, we're going to talk about that, but your life was like a movie in so many ways. You grew up in Chicago. You got to play for your hometown team 16 years. You played in the Olympics. You won a Stanley Cup, become an announcer. I mean, life was really, really good until August 4th, 2017.
Yeah. Well, look, I've been very blessed. I had incredible support from my mom and dad and had a great upbringing in our great city. And I met the love of my life my rookie year in the NHL, my wife Diana of 31 plus years, and yeah.
All right.
4 incredible kids, and all of a sudden I wake up one day and I can't go to the bathroom, and it wasn't very normal for me. And as a typical guy, I went to the local Walgreens and tried to get to that corner of healthy and happy, and bought some Metamucil and tried to break it up because it wasn't normal for me. And next thing you know, I was constipated for 2 days, and next thing you know, I'm having a 6-hour surgery removing a tumor the size of my fist and 14 inches of my colon, and being told that I have stage 3 colon cancer. So cancer does not discriminate. Our life came to a screeching halt, but very lucky that you know, I'm on the right side now.
Yeah, 2 years cancer-free.
Yeah, 2 years, yeah.
And you were really, really public about it. A lot of people go through this and they're kind of private. What made you open up to all of hockey and everybody in Chicago and across the world?
Well, as you and Val have on a daily basis here, I have a voice, and if I can help bring attention to this disease, to help bring hope, the inspiration, that has a lot to do with why we decided to write the book. I almost felt better, Ryan, being a so-called public figure here in Chicago, that once I became public, it became public that I was sick. I almost felt like, okay, everybody knows that I'm sick and we're going to deal with this, and had a lot of people supporting me. And but I just thought it was very important that if somebody knows my story, is if I can help one person get through it, help them stay away from it, or just help them get through the day, then it was well worth me going public. And you know, it's hard to go underground when you're in the public eye, especially in hockey and horse racing like I am. But that was really kind of the heart of the book, is to bring hope to somebody, and hopefully I can accomplish that.
Yeah, I've been reading the book. It's not only is it really touching and heartwarming, but there's some really funny stories in here. I've known you a long time. I didn't know that you almost quit hockey before you ever started, at age 6.
Yeah, 6.5. I was 6.5 growing up in Niles, and my mom, I brought home a flyer from school. I remember coming home from school, we would bring flyers home, and
there's a young Eddie.
I was in Niles. I was playing for the Niles Sharks, the old Ballard Sports Complex. But we'd bring home this flyer, and it said, "Learn to skate." So my mom brought me to the ice rink, and she bought me a pair of white skates, which I was playing hockey, but she bought me a pair of figure skates. And the coaches are like, no, we want him to be a hockey player. We don't want him to be a figure skater. I hit the ice. I started crying, and I wanted to get off the ice. And, of course, my mom said, no, you're going to give it a chance. And here we are, some, 46 years later. I was able to do what I wanted to accomplish in life. So I learned that lesson, and it stays with me today, Ryan, that to not give up, even though, you know, I tried to go out there and I was like a deer on ice, just falling all over the place. But tears, and my mom was some tough love, you know, and there's nothing wrong with a little tough love in today's society.
Yeah, what was it like when you found out you got drafted by your hometown team?
It was the greatest. Because all I did was I grew up in this town, and all I ever dreamed about was playing for the Blackhawks. I didn't know anything about a draft, and I lived and died as a kid. And when they would win, I'd be happy. When they lose, I would be upset. If somebody got fired, I would cry. If somebody got traded, I would cry. And then, lucky enough, after the Olympics in 1984 of representing our country at the Olympics in Sarajevo, I was able to be drafted by my hometown team, and played my first game as a Blackhawk, my 1000th game as a Blackhawk, and my last game as a Blackhawk, and I'm very proud of that.
Yeah. Very inspirational. Thank you for writing the book. And if anyone is out there and they get this call or this diagnosis like you did, what would you say?
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest thing would be is that you have to understand that you're going to be in a battle, you're going to be in a fight, but you have to rely on your doctors, you have to rely on your family like I did. And if it wasn't without my family, my friends, the Blackhawks, John McDonough, Jay Blunk, Rocky Wirtz were incredible supporters of mine. All my friends, to rely on those people and know that cancer doesn't discriminate. And if that old hockey player, that old broken down hockey player and horse player can do it, you can beat this disease too. And that's kind of the heart of the book.
Yeah, Eddie, God bless you, brother.
Ryan, love you, man.
I love you too, pal.
Thank you.
Check out his book. It's called Beating the Odds.